respected listeners, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the opening verses of the 18 juz mentions who are the successful people, who are the ones who will get success in this world and the hereafter. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. Indeed, the true believers, they are successful. Qad in the Arabic language comes for something which is certain, something which is verily going to happen. So indeed, these people are successful. Mu'minun, those people who are the true believers. Who are they? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions 6 qualities of these people. And I want everyone to listen very attentively to those 6 qualities, and inshallah ta'ala try to inculcate them, try to get them into our lives. So what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. The first category of people who will be successful are those who in their salah they are very devoted. They have proper devotion, dedication, attention, focus towards the salah. This is the first category. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning here how important salah is, how significant salah is, that the first thing, if a person wants to be successful, he needs to be regular, punctual, constant in his salah, in his prayers. That's why whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions about salah, He says, الَّذِينَ يُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ. Those who establish salah. Yuqimun comes from the word iqama, means to establish. And when you establish something, you establish it properly, firmly, strongly. A person establishes an organization or establishes a building. So basically the foundation is strong. So namaz will be established, will be iqamat, will be done when a person is carrying it out, he is praying, he is performing it in a proper way with all the sunan, the mustahabbat, all the proper orders which have been mentioned by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the first thing, alladhina hum fi salatim khashi'un. Khushu. What does the word khushu mean? Means a person when he is in salah, he's got a proper devotion. So according to the fuqaha, the jurists, they say the khushu has different stages. The first stage of khushu, the first stage, at least this much a person should have, is when he has commenced his salah. Every single one of us, when we start our salah, this amount of khushu is necessary, that when he's saying Allahu Akbar, the takbir tahrima, the first takbir, Allahu Akbar, which is faraz, he has in his mind that, oh, I am reading my asr salah. So Allahu Akbar, when he's saying Allahu Akbar, at that moment of time, he has in his mind that he is performing his asr salah or zuhur salah, whichever salah. That's the least amount of khushu that is compulsory for a person. If he doesn't even know which salah he's reading, khushu is gone, his namaz is gone. So Allahu Akbar, when he's saying that, at that moment of time, he's got that in his mind that I'm reading this particular salah, and that's sufficient. After that, he's roaming around, his mind is roaming around all around the world. It doesn't matter, at least his faraz is done, his namaz will be accepted. That's the least amount of khushu. That's a person at the time of takbir, the first takbir which is called takbir tahrima, he knows which namaz he is performing. Second stage of khushu is when he is performing his salah, all the way through all the postures, all the different positions of salah, when he is doing the qiyam, when he is doing the ruku, when he is doing the sajda, when he is doing the qawma, when he is doing the jalsa, when he is doing the tashahhud, all that time he knows what he is reading. In other words, at the time of ruku, he knows that I'm going into ruku now. So he's got his mind present at the time when he's doing the different postures. That's the second stage. And the highest stage is a person, subhanallah, all through his salah, from the beginning to the end, from the takbir tahrima to the end, he is 100% focused towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why he says in the hadith of Jibreel, Mal ihsan. What is ihsan? So the Prophet ﷺ said, أَن تَعْبُدَ اللَّهَ كَأَنَّكَ تَرَاهُ فَإِن لَمْ تَكُنْ تَرَاهُ فَإِنَّهُ يَرَاكَ. That what is ihsan? That you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as though you can see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَإِن لَمْ تَكُنْ تَرَاهُ. If you cannot see Him, then remember, keep in your mind that Allah can see you. That's the high stage of khushu. A person, he knows every single thing that he's reading. That's why once Shaykh Ashraf Ali Thanwi rahimahullah ta'ala was asked, how can we create khushu in our salah? So, what beautiful answer, subhanAllah. These people are Hakimul Ummah. That's why we call Hakimul Ummah, the physician of this Ummah. He says that when a person is performing his salah, he should be like a person who's a kacha hafiz, a person who doesn't know his Quran properly. So when he is reading his Quran, every word, every ayah that he's reading is going to be thinking about the next one. Alif Lam Mim Zalikal Kitab. So he will full concentration on his words, on the verse that he's going to be reciting. So in the same way, a person who is reading his normal namaz, when he's going into ruku, I'm going into ruku now. What am I going to be reading? Subhana Rabbiyal Azim. Then when I'm standing. So every single posture that he's going through, he is thinking like a kacha hafiz, a weak hafiz of Quran, that he will be thinking about his different verses. So if he does that, then that is sufficient for his khushu. Shaykh Zakari Rahmatullah alayhi subhanallah, he says, and these people, how they used to have devotion and dedication in the Salah. He says that when a person should be performing his Salah, how should he perform his Salah? So he should be like a slave who has run away from his master, and now the master has caught him. He is guilty, he is disobedient. So how should he stand in front of his master?